this time is very, very special, very, very important to us. All of us, every moment is important. And if you don't think so, go to jail once. or something to that effect, where moments are very valuable to you. Minutes are valuable. They're very important. And I found some of those moments of my life, some of the most valuable ones, with the most powerful messages in just a few moments. And one of them is when I traveled to my mother's bedside when she was dropping her robe to go through her transition into the spirit world. In those moments, every one of them was so valuable. Every sound that came out of her mouth was so valuable, so touching and so powerful that I'll never forget them words the rest of my life, and I'll try to pass them on, and I share them because my mother was very spiritual, very special person. She had the ways of the butterfly. She had an ability to transform a whole room. She had an ability to help people overcome themselves and to realize that the world isn't all just about you, even though your world, what you're dealing with that in that moment it can be very touching, very powerful too, but at the same time, they're only moments that you can also share with somebody else to help at that moment to heal or to overcome what it is you're dealing with. And when you do that, you start to realize that hardship isn't a hardship. It's just those lessons you learn, and then you move on. You move on to another moment, another time. So she had that ability to change your thinking, change your concept, of coming out of the cocoon of your place of silence. When you're all into your own mind, you're all into your own heart, you're all into your own place and space, and when you're doing that, you're indulging only in your own little world. And so she would help them come out of that cocoon and to spread their wings and to become this beautiful person, this potential that is within them. And she always did it with laughter and tears. And so I just want to say this because what I wear, a lot of people, they say, hey, really nice stuff, but I have a necklace here that my mother made, or the beads and all of these elk teeth and all of these are prayer ties that are on here, and these are to protect me from, I guess that was her influence to help me to be where I am, to stand up here representing all of you and to share with you. And what you share with me while I'm here, I will carry that with me to wherever I need to go and share that where it's necessary to help somebody. So everybody that's up here, and everybody that's here, whatever I can share with you that'll help you, please go teach with it, use it, apply it. Like our relatives all been saying, we have to do the work, and that's what it is. Take our words, take our experiences, take your own, and like little puzzle pieces coming together, apply them to your life. Where do they fit? Not all of them will fit somewhere until maybe not that moment, but later on in one of those spaces of time, it'll click, it'll fit in there. So hey, now it's time to say these words that I heard over there back then. And in order to do that and to know when it is right, that's where you listen to your heart. Your heart will tell you when it's right. Don't listen to your head, and don't be thinking it through and trying to plan it, because your heart, the ways of your own soul, the dwelling place of your soul here, will always tell you the truth. It will always tell you when the time is right. So for me, every time I get up here, my wife, she always asks, so what are you going to talk about? What are you going to say? I said, well, I don't know. Because the moments, they change. We just had a little lesson there in time, in those moments, and the value of them and the feel. It's very important to plug in to those emotions and thoughts, A lot of you have that ability, those intuitions, those words that are being used today. Listen to them, because you'll never go wrong. You'll always be where you're supposed to be. And some of those most beautiful moments are when you experience deja vu. Those moments are so valuable. They feel so good. You want to follow every moment, every step, every gesture. Listen to everything that needs to be said, because at that time, you and your own spirit guide, your own soul have come together to walk side by side with each other. So follow it as far as you can. Even if you're not supposed to say anything, you're there to witness, to bear witness to something around you. Look around, everywhere, down on the ground. Even the tiniest little creature can have a universal teaching for you. The little ants they mentioned, those little ants, in our creation story, when we came here from the stars, we were put into the earth, because at that time the earth still wasn't done going through its creation process. And so we went into the earth. We were put into the earth with other relatives from the same star system, and the buffalo being one of them. We were in the earth, and those little ant people took care of us until the development became full. And then the Creator asked us to come out from under the earth. And this is why the Black Hills is so valuable to us, the sacred site, because in Wind Cave, that's where we were. They followed it way down in there, 26 miles, and that was just one or two caves. There's thousands of them in there, and they haven't ventured into all of them. There's so many. But we know that in there, all the ecosystems, all the entities that are down there are the ones that helped us to survive for a long, long time. So we have lots and lots of stories, and I only have an hour, and I can't share 14,000 years or 26,000 years of information with you about what I need to talk to you about. But what I guess what's important is something that my wife and I had shared over. We went to overseas to Europe in January, and we were the government there had asked us to come and to share our culture with them, because they were struggling with trying to pull their culture together, and they were going to use our culture as a model. They were in Sardinia, which is an island north of Tunisia. There's the Sardis. They're not Italian, they're not Portuguese, they're not Spanish. They have their own culture, their own language, their own way of life, their own belief system, which is very similar to ours. They stay close to nature. And there's some people there who live without money. They don't. So we went to way up north of Sardinia to a little mountain village called Nuoro. Somebody might have seen that on the Travel Channel when Anthony Bourdain went over there. But we were there, and we met many of the elders there who had asked us to come there, and we met with them. And they didn't ever allow anybody into their quarters where they dress, where they have the teachings, and they themselves even had questions about what they're experiencing when they're doing a dance, or even when they're getting dressed. There was a transformational feeling or experience they're going through that they didn't understand. And so they asked us to come and help them with that, and also some of the songs and some of the other processes of their ceremonial dances that the information just didn't come down through time, because their country had undergone so much war, even back, in the before Christ, way back. Those things that they showed us that were 6,000 BC.
For more information on the next Star Knowledge Conference, call Alan at 818-661-7437 or go to StarKnowledgeConference.com.